Hey everyone, and welcome back. When we last left off, we had just gotten into the rocket hideout. And we had just picked up our new team member, Booster, the Flareon. We're going to have to do a fair amount of switch training to get Booster up to speed here. It's not until level 31 that Flareon learns a fire attack, and even then it's just Ember. Now, Ember's going to do some solid damage for us against our upcoming fight against Erica. However, I'd like to try and get Booster at least a little bit closer to level 31. Maybe we'll do some training, potentially even off camera for the first time in this playthrough, to get Booster up to that level. I'm still debating how I want to use Booster's attack here. I think that there are a few different ways we can utilize it. One of them is, I know that we're going to be getting Strength soon. I think we could probably put Strength on Booster to give it a good attack, assuming it can learn Strength. If not, I think maybe it could learn some good Ghost type moves. It could be some of our it could be our answer to a lot of the instead of having a Ghost type ourselves on our team. Okay. Yeah, let's keep that layout. So when I first come down here, it's not as much of a maze in the rocket hideout as some other, as the Silphco when Rocket takes over. So we already came down around here, but I'll show you again. There's just a door that you need a key to get through. That's what that little divided door looks like. The second floor is where there's a bit more, it's a bit more interesting for the whole layout. Actually, I'm looking now, we don't get any, we don't get any Ghost type moves. It's really not much else that Booster learns outside of the normal type moves and fire type. So I think that's really what we're gonna keep. Yeah, I'm looking now. Booster Flareon learns Ember at level 31 in red and blue, but in yellow it's level 16. I think overall it's probably better for us, because I think the EV you get in yellow is like level 5 or is pretty low. So I think that we'd rather have the layout we have right now, where we're up at level 25. Yeah, we have to wait 6 levels to get a fire type move, but I think it ends up being worth it. We will have quick attack at level 27, and that'll be pretty good. Flamethrower isn't until level 54. We're not going to get Flamethrower until pretty much right before the League, which is going to be difficult. It's certainly going to be difficult, but I think that just means Booster is going to be using its attack. Really, we're going to have Booster as a jack of all trades, and then hopefully being a strong performer against some of the Pokemon that are weak to fire types in the League, and with the champion. Well, that sort of takes out exactly what we were going to do. Alright. Let's see actually if Booster can handle his own Or our own here. Okay, we'll take it. We definitely will take it. Wish I could have knocked the Zubat out, but I think that'll be fine enough. Let's take on Eradicate ourselves. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, alright. We'll take that. We will certainly take that. Or maybe Booster won't need some switch training after all. So this is the one little bit of a maze you do get here. This, along with the music, will probably make you very dizzy. First thing you want to do is go... Wow, that is a sight for sore eyes. You want to first come up here and get this nugget. It's going to be worth a whole lot. Then come back down. Grab this moonstone, which we don't quite need, but we could sell. If you come over here, now you can get TM7. And TM7 is Horn Drill. We might want to teach that to Nidoqueen, but we'll see for right now. Let's see, is it this way we want to go? Yeah, we want to go down this way. And then down over here. I feel like we missed an item. Yeah, we missed a super potion, I believe. But we can live without that. Eventually, you want to get to that elevator, but we don't have the key card to use it yet. So, in this room, we're back on... I know that was a little confusing, but we're back on the first floor here. Alright, this will be a few hits. I think our plan is going to be to keep Booster in as long as possible. Once we get the key card, it's a little bit easier. Yeah, let's keep Booster in as long as we can. And then do some switch training after that. I'm surprised by how well Booster's taking hits. I guess these other Pokemon are pretty weak. 2 misses isn't helping our new plan, but... Okay. Ah, man. Alright. I think we're gonna have to do some switch training then, coming up. See what Meowee can do. At this point, since we're already destined to have to go back to heal up, I think let's just keep the next man up mentality here. Alright. You have to come down here because over here is a hyper potion. And then... Yeah, let's switch. So down here, so this area, technically, you don't have to come to this room that we're in. I thought this was the room with the key, but instead, I'll show you where you want to... go. It's not going to be far off. It'll actually be somewhat on our way heading back. But I think we can hold off on going back just yet to go heal. Let's exhaust our guys and then get ready. Alright, we're gonna get quick attack now. That's good. Oh man, alright. Everyone's getting a little bit of action here. I still don't think Booster could take this out, so we're gonna switch again. But yeah, let's go Squirt. Let's put Squirt in here. Again, this is one of those rare times where Squirt is up next for training. Oh man, I would have thought Hyper Fang would have done a little bit more damage here. Hyper Fang is pretty strong in this generation. Hyper, in this game... Hyper Fang is 80 base power. I thought it was more. I might be thinking of Super Fang, though. And only Rattata and Raticate can learn it. Yeah, Super Fang is what I was thinking of. That is more effective. So Super Fang just halves HP in half. Which is pretty good to get a 2-hit move on a Rattata. There are definitely some enemies that you want to save that for. In a typical playthrough, you're gonna hope most times to just one-shot enemies like that. But it's nice to have an option. Alright. Meowie, I think yet again, we're gonna hold off. Alright. So, you can't come up to this room to get the Hyper Potion. I recommend you do. But instead, where we want to go to progress next is the staircase over here. To get down to basement floor 3. So basement floor 3 is going to have yet another set of those weird tiles to go through. Yeah, let's put Squirt back up. Nice. Yeah, at this point, we're just keeping Booster in. Try and get up to that level 31. And get Ember. Let's hope for a critical hit or a miss here. You can definitely tell that we're starting to catch up, or the enemies are starting to catch up to our levels because we're not one-shotting things quite as much as we were before. I think we can survive if Squirt goes down. You want to come over here, you want to get TM10, it's double edge. which is a pretty good move, but I don't know if we want to be sacrificing any HP right now. Yeah, there's no move up top, or there's no item up top here. I think this way is how you want to go. Let's see. Over here, I believe is a rare candy that you want to get to. And now, alright, let's go back up this way and go back around the way we came. Just I think how you want to go. Here we go. You want to come down this way. That's how you advance through. Stop meddling in Team Rocket's affairs. A lot of the lore to this game, which I think is pretty interesting, is that Red sort of falls backward into defeating Team Rocket. That's never really your intent as the main player to defeat Team Rocket. They just sort of happen to get in your way, and you just happen to take them on. Which I find that pretty funny. I like that theory. Alright, nice. Oh, not nice. Oh, okay. Alright, booster. Nice. Now let's keep in. Let's switch. Let's put Meowie in. Meowie can hopefully tank. Oof. I don't know if he's gonna be able to tank that, but let's hope. Yeah, I don't think Meowie's special is great. Yeah, that's my worry. So we get like a disable or something here that fails. Nice. Let's try another one. Alright, Meowie might be done for. I think that's the nail in the coffin for Meowie. Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, Meowie. Let's just go whole hog here. Let's put Mama out. Maybe... Alright, let's get the lift key, and then we can go on. Let's wait until Booster... Actually, let's use a super potion on Booster. Heal up a little bit. Wow, super potion's only 50 in this generation. I never realized they boosted it. Okay, so now we are in the 4th floor. You want to come around this way and get the HP up. And if you come to this rocket grunt here, you defeat him and you're going to get the lift key. Let's spam quick attacks and see what we can do here. Right. Booster's got a good back sprite. Kind of looks like it could be a Ninetales with a big bushy tail. But I think you can definitely tell it's Flareon. They really should make this guy, I think, maybe more powerful or stronger or something. I just think it's really weird that he just says he's very low-level Pokemon, yet is holding the key to get forward. You know, I guess that's the game. I guess that's the charm of Pokemon. Okay. So now you talk to him again, and he drops the lift key. You have to talk to him again. I think in other games, maybe in the Let's Go games, he just drops it automatically. Maybe in Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. This here is Razor Wind. I don't think we have anyone who can learn Razor Wind. So we're going to have to be real careful there. But you know what I think we're going to do? Let's get out of here, and then we can go back, and I'll show you how from the top you can get to the next battle here. It's very quick once you have the lift key. It's very easy to get back down. So you're just going to want to head back to the game corner. Which, funny enough, I think I've mentioned it before, how the game corner is allowed on Fire Red and Leaf Green, but it's banned now, etc. And what I think is interesting is I saw yesterday that Fire Red and Leaf Green now being on the Switch means that they're the only games with a game corner on the Switch generation. Now, when we get to the 4th floor, we're going to end up getting to face Giovanni. Giovanni, this is going to be the first time that we face the main bad guy, so to say, of the game. I think we're going to do some switch training here, because we want to try and get Booster up some levels. Maybe we'll also use a rare candy or two, because I really don't want to lose. Okay, so what you got to do now that you have the lift key, go to floor 4. I don't believe there's anything. Oh yeah, there is. Oh, no more room for items. Okay. You know what, let's use the HP up on Meowie. Meowie is gonna need all of the help he can get. And let's use the iron again on him. Again, Meowie's gonna need all of the help he can get. You ruined our plans at Mount Moon. Forgot these guys actually will fight you. That's pretty good. Yeah, these are pretty typical Team Rocket grunts. Slash is a high critical hit chance move. And with a speedy Pokemon, those chances go even up. Critical hits in this generation are tied to a Pokemon's speed. So a high crit move like Slash on a fast Pokemon, like let's say Persian, who Meowth evolves into, is really good. So that's how some normal types become way more powerful in this generation than they are in later games. No, we won't. We'll probably have to go back and heal anyway, so let's put in Squirt here. Oh, nice. Maybe not, actually. We might not have to. 'Cause we could always use some of our... I hate using our rare candies right now, but we can always do that. Yeah, we can always use the rare candies just to be able to get Booster up a little bit as some additional insurance. I can't really think of a reason why we would need to... otherwise have to hold those or wait on it. Oof, Wrap is a killer. It's not gonna actually kill us here, but it's just annoying. Some really good training in here, though. And no, let's switch into Squirt. Nice. That's helpful because we are going to have Arbok next. If Booster doesn't level up, then I think... Yeah. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. We also still have to fight through the gym, too. So maybe we'll hold off on using the rare candies just until we finish there. I think we can tank some wraps from Arbok. That's better than I probably would have hoped for. Alright, now we can dig. Arbok's sprite is interesting. This is the first time we're seeing it. And Arbok's belly, or, you know, its wings there, so to say, off its head, actually change in every generation. They they evolve over time, I should say. Alright, let's not play around here. Let's drop a save, and then we can get ready to take on Giovanni. Giovanni, he's impressed we got here. I don't think you'll be very impressed with Giovanni's first team. I wish they played it more like he got caught off guard. Maybe he is, and he just isn't showing it. But Giovanni here has an Onix, which is notoriously one of the weakest Pokemon in the game. At least attack-wise. Alright, and then Rhyhorn will be able to do some good damage with again. Excellent. Alright, and now for Kangaskhan. Yeah, let's keep... I think Kangaskhan has pretty bad special, so let's keep Squirt in here. Comet Punch. Wow. You don't see that every day. Ugh. Okay. Hopefully the speed drop helps us. Yes! Alright, and it is a Squirt sweep of Giovanni. Very, very good. Alright. Squirt's trying to learn Withdraw. Let's see. Are there any moves? Yeah, let's forget Tail Whip. I'd always rather boost our stats than lower an opponent's stats. I have enough faith in our Pokemon in that, at least. Alright, way to go, Squirt. He'll step aside this time, and he leaves an item, the Sylph Scope. The Sylph Scope is going to be really helpful for us moving forward. Alright. Alright, let's move Squirt down to the bottom of our party because Squirt is the most leveled up, and then dig our way out. Let's heal up a second, and then I want to check how many rare candies we have. Because that might entirely decide what we do with Booster here. It would be great if we could use Booster to change, to really fight our... Oh, I don't want to do that. To take care of Erica's Pokemon. Alright, we have 2 rare candies. Yep, let's take them out. Now let's deposit some items we don't need. We don't need the ether just yet. Don't need that just yet. Or the leaf stone. The fresh water we want to keep. The coin case we can deposit. The escape rope, we can deposit that because we have dig. The moonstone, let's deposit that. A lot of our TMs we can deposit. The lift key now we can put away, and then Razor Wind, let's put away. Alright, so we have... Let's check how long it is until Booster levels up. 151. Alright, so that's like one more battle. Let's level up Booster in one more battle inside the gym, and then use our 2 of our rare candies and save 1 for the next time we need it. You need Cut to get into the gym, which is slightly frustrating, but it's a good way that they gatekeep some of this stuff, I guess. Here's the notorious creep. The gym is great, it's full of women. Yeah, I can imagine why they've had some blowback from that. Alright, we're gonna want to do all of the fights here. I wish that we could somewhat... I mean, there's a world where I wish that we could speed up these fights. But, oh well. Alright, I don't hate it because we still have Quick Attack, but full paralysis is what gets me. You just know that we're going to be fully paralyzed. Yep. And we're going to get another wrap. Come on. What was I saying about being able to speed up these battles? Oh, well. Let's just pray it's more than 151 experience. There we go. All right. This Weepin' Bell sprite is terrifying. It looks like a bell, I'll give it that, but wow. Let's see if we can switch Pokemon during Wrap. Oh, okay, great. That's not great. Okay, let's spray. There we go. Alright, let's use our 2 rare candies in here, and then go and heal. Excellent. And Booster learned Ember. Alright, let's go back and heal, and then come back. Okay, we are back, and funny enough, our controller died. So I had to figure out how we are going to play with the keys and the essentially without the controller. So I had to charge that guy up a little bit, and now we're back in action. Alright, let's... No, we're going to want to keep Booster in. I gotta tell you, Ember here is huge, being able to use Ember. I think that that's going to make this boss fight a whole lot easier. We might actually just be able to... We might be able to just spam our way through this fight now. Let's get Booster some really good training. Booster's not going to be our strongest Pokemon by far. Wasn't really designed that way, but... Hey, I will take it. My makeup. Well, sorry about that. I think we're going to be able... It's going to be... Booster might just one-shot everything in here from now on. That's really why we wanted to get it up to the level it's at. So... Yeah, depending on PP. Oh! Oh! Yeah, we're gonna have to go back. Well, it was a good run. Alright, well... let's see what else we can do here. That's 3. I believe this trainer has a Bulbasaur and an Ivysaur. Let's see what Booster can do. We're no stranger to Bulbasaur and Ivysaur after what Andrew has in this game. Think we can take a Vine Whip? I definitely think we can take a Vine Whip. Okay, level 32 for Booster. Alright, now we're gonna have to go use cut here. Thank you, true friend. You better not underestimate girl power. I cannot say that we do. I think... Oh, the cool trainer. That's a really interesting sprite. Wow. I think that sprite looks better than the Beauty and the Lass, for sure, right? As far as female sprites go. Nice. The whip is pretty funny, so for those of you who don't know, the one of the theories initially behind the game was that trainers used whips on their Pokemon, or had whips, I don't think that maybe it explicitly said that they use them on Pokemon, but that I think it was, insinuated that that's what was. That's why they had whips, and so in this first generation of games, a lot of trainers still have them, as you can see with this cool trainer. But I think in later generations they take that out. I believe there are also some trainers where they Photoshop it out. I believe the bikers might have whips, or maybe they're called cue ball in this generation. I forget where the breakdown is. Booster is really close to one-shotting all these guys, even when he's not. It is helpful that we don't gain, or that we don't take poison hits when we knock an opponent out. That's really helpful. I'm guessing this is going to have to be 2. Just because the Oddish tanked. Alright. That's a lot closer than I thought. Alright. Let's hope the burn knocks it out. Okay, there we go. Wow. We're boosting here, that's for sure. My hobby is Pokemon training. I think we could say the same, probably. Oh, now we have a beauty. They really have all the female sprites here. Wow, I forgot this was the Execute sprite. I forgot that they just have the one giant egg in the back and all the little ones surrounding it. Oh, well. Hope you took a picture because it wasn't going to last very long. Okay, I think we're going to go back and heal right before we take on Erica. Okay, we are back and we are ready to take on our next gym leader. Erica, the gym leader of Celadon Gym. Let's hope that we're boosting right through this fight just like the other ones. Okay, Erica wants to fight. Erica starts off with Victory Bell. She also has a Vileplume and a Tangela. Let's see what an Ember can do here against the Pitcher Plant Pokemon. Had to figure we were getting a Poison Powder, but I think that's probably the best we could have hoped for here. Because if we're going to knock out... If Tangela comes next and we knock it out, hopefully we don't take too much poison damage. And hopefully Tangela doesn't do much to us. Tangela to me always looked like a meatball, or like a meatball made of spaghetti. It's very cloudy with the chance of meatballs in this gen when you can't tell really what color it is. Alright, and Booster... The Vileplume proportions are off. It deserves to be knocked out just for that. Alright, if we can tank one hit, it is Boostin' season. Oh, that is a fetching animation. Too bad it didn't do anything, but... Oh! Okay. Oh, man. This is taking a little longer than I thought. Alright, there we go. Well, Booster, I think you have already earned your status here. Level 34. Right, we're gonna have to train everyone else up. But way to go, Booster. Erica, I'm sorry. I do love grass types. But unfortunately, Erica, you had to go down. Now we can use Strength outside of battle. We receive TN21 for Mega Drain. Let's see if anyone learns Mega Drain on our team. A true friend, obviously. Okay, well, with that, I think we're going to save. And we will see you next time. Next time, we will go backtracking toward Lavender Town and see some more of the sites that we skipped over a little bit before, like last time. So thank you all for tuning in and hope to see you again.